Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second update for Remake Learning Days. This one's just going to be, again, 10 minutes long, and we're going to answer some different questions than we answered last time. Again, this is your host, Sunanna Chand, and if you have any questions for me, just like the last update, you can ask me questions by hovering over the left side of your screen, and you'll see a little button that says Q&A. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can in the time that we have together, but if you include your email address, I can make sure that I answer more questions as well. And then there's also a showcase side on the right-hand side of your screen, and it should show basically some links that I've posted for you, which I'll be referencing throughout the presentation. So I want to talk about some questions that I answered in the last webinar, and that link is available at remakelearning.org. But here are some of the events I answered last time. How do I find events near me? How do I register for events? Are all events free and open to the public? And I talked about the out-of-town visitors form and more. So if you're interested in finding out the answers to any of those questions, you can visit the last webinar that I did a week ago, and it explains some of those. I am going to explain this one, though. I'm going to touch on this one again. This is how do I let you know if I have out-of-town visitors for Remake Learning Days. A lot of people are coming in internationally and from all across the country, and so we actually have an out-of-town visitors form that you can fill out to let us know if there are people coming in from outside of Southwest Pennsylvania or West Virginia. So I linked to that in the showcase section of the presentation, so you can fill that out at your convenience. So this is one question we've gotten a lot. How do I find a less overwhelming list of all the events happening for Remake Learning Days? So as you probably know, there are over 270 events that are happening for Remake Learning Days, which can get a bit overwhelming. In the last short webinar, we talked about how you can go to remakelearningdays.org, click on schedule, and filter by your location or a lot of other things, or by audience. So we actually have a different way now that you can see different events that are of interest to you, and it's the events guide. So if you go to the showcase button again, you'll see that I listed a website where you can find an events guide. So there's a general events guide by category where you can see events related to things like youth voice or maker education or digital literacy. But you'll also see two more attachments at that events guide website. You'll find a list of events specific to the city of Pittsburgh, and you'll see a list of events specific to West Virginia. And so these are guides you can hand out perhaps to out-of-town visitors or to other folks who might want to see more things during Remake Learning Days but don't know where to start. So again, the link to those event guides are in the showcase section, remakelearningdays.org/event guides. Another question we've gotten is what time of day do events take place and how many events can I attend? So through Monday, May 9th through Sunday, May 15th, there are events that are pretty much happening from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're happening all throughout the day, and sometimes the events overlap as well. So as you're looking at the schedule, pay close attention to if events are happening at the same date and time. With 270 some events, that was bound to happen. So you can attend, though, as many Remake Learning Days events as your schedule allows. We are encouraging folks to take pictures and live tweet from events using the hashtag Remake Days. Events and activities again, run all week, and you can go to the website, remakelearningdays.org, to find exact times and all the most up-to-date information about all of these events. So another question we've gotten is who will be attending these events. So the events are for all ages. They're for certainly kids pre-K through 12th grade, but they're also open to adults, innovators, and educators. So there's a lot of over 40 professional development experiences in the region, but they're also just adult activities like the 21 Plus Maker Night at the Children's Museum, which is happening on Thursday, May 12th. So there are all kinds of events happening for all ages that week. Some are more geared towards really little kids, some are geared towards adults, some are geared towards parents. It totally depends on the event. So again, I suggest you go to remakelearningdays.org and check out the event page of the events you're interested in so you can see exactly what the audience looks like. And the last question we're getting a lot is, what is the Remake Learning Rally? So the Remake Learning Rally actually happens every year for the past few years, but this year it's the capstone event for Remake Learning Days. And we're expecting the biggest Remake Learning Rally ever with over 500 people attending. It's going to be Friday, May 13th. In the afternoon from 3 to 6. And it's going to be located at PNC Park in downtown Pittsburgh. There are nearly 40 programs confirmed. There are all kinds of creative activities for, again, all ages, free food, drink, and entertainment. And there are also sign-up stations for summer learning opportunities. There's appearances for mascots. I mean, this really is a unique experience at PNC Park. And the best part is that it's free and all are welcome. You can register today and again at remakelearning.org. It's also a featured event on remakelearningdays.org where you can find the registration page. I encourage everyone out there to attend. It really is an incredible event. So if you still have questions, some of you might still have questions about Remake Learning Days that didn't get answered. I don't see any questions coming in the question box. But if you do have questions, feel free to contact me. So my name is Sunanna Chand, Sunanna at remakelearning.org and at SunannaC on Twitter. Feel free to ask me any questions via email or Twitter that you have, and I will respond as soon as possible. And just thank you. We can't wait to see you at Remake Learning Days. Thank you for being a part of this webinar, for being a part of Remake Learning Days, for being interested in celebrating learning innovation in this region. Have an excellent day. Bye-bye.